Everybody loves an underdog, and Boxabl wants to be the underdog of the housing industry. The Las Vegas-based startup, which pinged on the map for the first time in 2021, aims to solve the housing crisis with an idea for a folding, prefabricated tiny house that is as versatile as it's efficient and good-looking. That tiny house is called the Casita, literally small house in Spanish. It's Boxabl's first-ever product, a prototype of which the world's richest man, Elon Musk himself, uses as a home whenever he's in Boca Chica for SpaceX business. Musk had the prototype delivered in late 2020 and, as you can imagine, news of it was enough to carry the Boxabl name into the international news cycle, and turn the product into the hottest new kid on the block. That's not to say that Casita doesn't get any credit for its own accomplishments, though. The idea behind this prefab is to tackle the issue of the housing crisis with high volume and high quality production, and a final product that's efficient, easy to set up, easy to ship, and good looking. We can wax poetic about the lack of importance of appearances as much as we want, but no one wants an ugly house, let alone to live in one full-time. After 2021, when confirmation came that Musk did really own a Casita, Boxabl was flooded with orders, both from government agencies and private individuals. The companies promised that they'd aim for an under $50,000 price tag once they started mass production helped with the boom in demand, and it also seemed to solidify their chances of actually solving the housing crisis. For years down the road, and Boxabl is still working on that. The company has shifted gears too, adapting to producing and marketing realities, with the most notable changes being the introduction of the smaller and cheaper baby box and what could be described as a glow-up of the original Casita. Casita is now offered in two variants, both of which help customers live in compliance with local zoning and regulations. You can get a Casita as a modular home, which is installed on a permanent foundation and is built to residential building code, or as a park model RV, which sits atop a trailer and is built to the ANSI A1 19.5 RV code. The differences between the two models are minor and include the fact that modular version has 2 doors instead of 1 and comes standard with a 100 amp connection to the grid, whereas with the park model RV unit you can choose between 50 and 100 amp. There's also a difference in pricing, with the trailer-based version being the more expensive one by $10,000. As of now, it seems that Boxabl has only built a modular version of the Casita as showcase. The video walkthrough reveals changes to the layout, which has been flipped around and is now sleeker and more efficient. The Casita is designed by quadrants, technically squares, with each reserved for one living area. The bathroom and kitchen squares are fixed, and the bedroom and living room expand out once the Casita is assembled. Boxabl maintains that setting up the Casita is a 1-hour job, but it's not the kind of thing you can do by yourself. You still need assistance from a specialized crew, and delivery will only happen after you've done all the land prep necessary, which is, quite obviously, not included in the cost of the Casita, as neither is shipping. Once set up, the Casita is 19 by 19 feet, offering 361 square feet of living space and 9.5-foot high ceilings throughout. The Casita comes with residential features, including full-size appliances, a residential glass shower, a full-size kitchen, and a bedroom with a proper queen bed and additional storage. Boxabl founder and CEO Paolo Tiramani explains the change in the styling of the interior as necessary to cater to a wider audience, so you get neutral shades and gorgeous black and white finishes in the kitchen and bathroom. Tiramani also teases upgrades to the cabinetry and plans for Boxabl to develop their own range of appliances and decking that would go into forming a patio by the main bedroom, also origami style. Even without those, the Casita is a pretty neat and well-appointed tiny home, especially for a tiny house. It has everything from quartz countertops to a washer-dryer unit, a breakfast bar, more than a standard amount of storage, and an airy, roomy, and elegant vibe throughout. All appliances inside are electric, with the exception of the cooktop in the park model RV unit, which uses liquid propane. Boxabl says that a Casita weighs around 13,000 pounds and comes standard with a 30-gallon water heater. The company plans to offer a designer Casita wardrobe, which is a full-size closet, in the future. It's also working with partners to provide financing options and isn't ruling out the chance to offer smart home features or off-grid options in future iterations or even to ship outside of national borders. For the time being, though, the Casita is still in the pre-order stage. The modular home version is $60,000, while the park model RV Casita will set you back at least $70,000 before options, land prep, shipping, and all additional costs associated with a full project. However, the real cold shower with the Casita is that Boxabl has a waitlist of more than 175,000 orders and has only delivered a little over 220 units so far, 156 of which were set up at Camp Justice in Guantanamo Bay. We're not for putting bad karma into the universe, but at the very least this means that customer deliveries are still far into the future.